What's up, BeatStars family? Welcome to Beat Feedback. I know you guys aren't just expecting me, and I know you guys are excited for our two guests, but I just have some updates for you really quickly, and then we could get straight into the show, y'all. So I'm gonna make it quick. So first off, we got the inside track with Chris Rich that just came out on our YouTube. When he goes in and explains how he made the beat for Soar, definitely go check that out. Super cool, super insightful. Like I said, you guys can find that at our YouTube at BeatStars. And then our second update is just our opportunities. Guys, please remember www.beatsstars.world/opportunities. You guys can get the chance to be on our live shows, get your beats heard, get your beats bought, get into our playlists and just have more exposure. We're not saying this for us. We're saying it for you. We're looking out for y'all. So make sure to go check that out as well. Just in case you guys don't know already, I'm going to put the link in the chat so y'all have no excuses. www.beatstars.world/opportunities. We also have a big announcement coming for you guys in about an hour or so. So keep a lookout after the show on our socials at BeatStars. All right, guys. So I know you guys are excited about the two guests we got coming on. So I'm going to bring them on and not leave y'all waiting. So please welcome Amanda and Floris. How y'all doing today?
Hello, good evening.
Hello,
Good
hello,
day.
welcome. We're so happy to have you.
We're so excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming on. So I know everybody wants to get into listening to these beats and getting their beats heard. But first, let's just hear a little bit about you guys. So why don't you guys just tell us where you're from, how you got into music, and just kind of give us a little bit of backstory, whichever one of you wants to go first.
Go on, Floris.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, ladies first. Amanda, take the stage.
Should I start? Okay. Hi, everyone. So my name is Amanda. I'm based in Stockholm, Sweden, and work at Sony Music Publishing. Worked here for 2 years now, and look after the Scandinavian territory. And I've always been into music, always been into the entertainment industry. And yeah, just randomly got into music and then started at university, studied music and event management, and then landed a job at Sony Music Publishing. So yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Floris, what about you?
Well, and she's one of the best. She didn't mention that.
All right, back at you.
I'm Floris. I'm from Holland. We're based in Amsterdam with the Sony Music Publishing Benelux team. We're overseeing Holland, Belgium, and Luxembourg. I'm in with Sony for I think 4.5 years. Started as an intern, came up as a creative assistant, and now a creative. I think same as Amanda, music has always been part of my life. I think when I was a teenager, I tried to be a producer, but I kind of discovered that I'm not the best. So I think they say people in music who don't make beats are kind of failed musicians. I don't know. For me, it goes on that I studied music management and came into Sony, and I think we're with 16 in Holland, 3 A&Rs, and yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I'm so happy to be here. I'm excited to hear what you all have been cooking up for us. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Well, we're so happy to have you guys, honestly. I know everybody wants to get into these beats, so while I pull up the screen and get everything set up, why don't you guys start off with just maybe, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Any words of wisdom before we get the show started for our producers in the chat?
I'm just super excited to hear the beats. I'm seeing like so many comments coming up, and it's just making me so hyped.
Yeah.
So, I'm so excited to hear like what type of genres people have been spending in. Like, yeah.
And definitely, if you're on the list and your beat is played, please react or connect, because I think that's for us the most exciting, because we're only here to just listen. But if you're there, it would be great to connect. So please let us know.
Awesome. So let me just finish getting this set up on my end. Um, all right. So before we get into listening to these beats, let me just let the audience know how this works. Guys, if you don't know, this is Beat Feedback. This is our second episode, so don't worry if you didn't know the rules already. But basically, we had an opportunity up where you guys could submit your beats to be heard by these lovely two Sony A&Rs. And out of those submissions, we got over 2,000 submissions, guys. You guys went crazy. At random, we chose 30 beats for today to be added to this playlist and to be heard by them. We're going to be trying to get through as many as we can. We're going to try to listen to each one for about a minute and a half, but we might cut it short or play it a little longer depending on if they like it or not. But we do want you guys to stay active in the chat, comment if you like it, if you don't like it, how they can improve. This is a safe space, guys. It's a space for growth. So make sure to really be giving your feedback, not just to our guests, but, you know, to the producer whose beat we're hearing. If we don't get to hear your beat, don't worry, because if you guys are active in the chat during the last 10 to 15 minutes of the show, we're going to be pulling some of y'all from the chat and hearing some of y'all's beats as well. So make sure to stay active. We're going to remember you for the end of the show. So make sure to be active in the chat. Yes, like Bufo said, please don't spam and be respectful, y'all. So we're going to get straight into it. And why don't we, do you guys want to choose the first beat? Do you guys want to just play from the beginning? How do you guys want to go?
Ooh,
Let's just start on top. I think we're
Start
gonna
on
get
top.
surprised. Start on top. Kanye
All right.
West Sunday service.
yeah,
All
let's
right.
introduce Kanye. Let's do that one.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna play it. Remember just to mute yourselves while we're playing the beat. Let it play for a minute and a half. Let me know if you guys want longer, shorter, whatever. And please give me a thumbs up if you guys could hear it well. All right, so let's get into it.
Have you been trying the button? Well, tell me, did you come through and feel gold?
Go get 'em, daddy. Go get 'em, daddy.
Y'all. All right, what'd you think?
Oh, first one. I really like this one. I'm a huge, I love when you use vocals and incorporate that in beats. So yeah, I really like this one.
Floris, can you
I
guys
think you're muted. I can't hear him.
Oh no, Floris, I think we lost you.
Oh no.
It was just working,
Am I
guys.
there? Am
Oh,
I
there
there?
we go. Yeah. There
No,
we go.
I always like when people chop off vocals, and I think it's really like it's hard to really chop off vocals in a good way. He did a great job, and the only thing I'm always concerned about, but that's more on the publishing side, is if it's cleared. I think that's always like if it's an existing vocal with copyright, it's always, and not only because of the backend, but I know a lot of rappers are always looking for sample free or pre-cleared beats, just to be sure, because especially when you get something from YouTube and chop it up, it can really be great and it can really be hyped and people leak, and then when the song comes up for releases, they say, is this cleared, where's the sample from? And if you have to go back into like getting the sample cleared, get all the rights, it can really hold back your release. So that's the only thing I'm concerned about, but I hear it on Kanye. Definitely. So
Yeah.
really good beat. But I don't know if the beat maker is in here. Is he in the chat?
Was it flonpappy.com?
I don't see his name
Yeah.
yet. I'm only worried that it's a not sample free vocal. But that's the only thing. That's the only thing.
All right, awesome. Good start.
Great.
We got a good start. You guys ready for the next one?
Yes, let's go.
All right, awesome. All right, y'all. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, vibey. It's vibey. I like how it goes. I see already people in the chat like it's I think it's a it has been used before, but if it's from Splice, I think it's pretty common that it gets used a lot. I like it. The only thing is when entering like the chorus, I felt like it could be a little bit more, maybe a top lead, maybe like a small change, because now it's going on in like the same vibe, and that's the only thing where I thought, well, I was expecting a small build, but I liked the vibe, and it was really like you kept listening to it. So the sample was great, but felt like it could be a little bit more like build out throughout the chorus. Amanda, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. I love the piano melody, but I would love just a bit more, like I don't know how to explain it, but I felt like it was kind of on the same vibe, and I just wanted more of dynamic and build to it. But it was a great idea, definitely.
Gotcha. Just needed that little extra.
Yeah.
I think nowadays, especially with COVID and people sending a lot of beats, I think standing out with like not only like the sample, but also be creative in like keeping it fresh, because a sample can be repetitive after a while. So especially with like standing out in a beat pack or A&Rs, producers, everyone gets sent so much. So if you want to stand out, I think people skip through a beat, and if they hear the same thing constantly, they are gonna go to the next one. So if you skip to a beat and you hear something else, I think people say, hey, what's this? And they go back into the beat to listen. So for me, I don't know, Amanda, for you, if you go to a beat pack, I think the first thing we do is skip and hear if there's like changes, because then I don't know. It's
No, definitely. Like it only takes a few seconds to realize if you like it or not. So I think those first like 10 seconds of just the intro is really, really important to stand out. Especially when you're sending packs with so many beats. I mean, you need something that just change up when you're like, oh damn, what is this? And then you replay it. Like I want that type of reaction when people send me beats.
Yeah. And especially again with so many beats going on right now, and you know, if you have beats or you have all, like there's so much around, so you know, creativity and also a great use of a sample, because a sample can be great, but if it's throughout a song 3 minutes long, then it's gonna like die in the end or something, because it's like going on forever. So it's something which is I think it's getting more and more how do you say it, like it's the level of beats keep growing, especially with all the loop producers and things like that. And if you listen to, for example, a Nick Mira beat, there's always like there's small changes, and I think that keeps it interesting. And it's I don't know, it's
That's
just
really important. Yeah.
Major gems being dropped, guys. Take notes. Producers in the chat, take notes.
I love someone said attention span is so low these days. I mean, that's true.
that's the thing.
Yeah. Like we need to it needs to be like really quick.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure. And the producer that we just listened to is actually in the chat, and he said he appreciates the feedback.
Oh, I didn't talk yet.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, he said 100% thought it was missing something, but he wasn't sure what it was. But he said he appreciates the feedback. So shout out to the Plan Beats.
Yeah, definitely. No,
I saw the comment. Yeah.
Good five. Good five. Definitely.
All right, y'all. Y'all ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Thoughts?
Wow.
I'm gonna read a comment that explained exactly how I felt by Marmate.
At first,
I was gonna say it was missing something, but then the drop filled it in. That's kind of how I felt.
Exactly.
That explained exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. I think the first thing which really got my attention is that it's really different than a lot of, I don't want to say like it's a hip hop beat, but like what's happening in hip hop, it's really like rhythmic, but also open. And I think that's great. I think rappers still have like the opportunity to do whatever, create flows. I had to think of the first, like the Views album by Drake, like the Too Good and like the One Dance kind of vibe. I don't know if that's completely
like the upbeat elements into it.
It's like it's
very vibey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Yeah, that was great.
no. It's this can be out. There's no.
No other feedback. It was good.
No.
It was
Yeah.
good.
That's good.
Smooth, very vibey. I liked it. I would love to hear more Afro beats. Definitely. I'm a huge fan of Afro beats, Kid and like Burna Boy and that whole genre. Huge fan.
All right. Well, then shout out to Keith Classic. You did a good job.
Definitely.
So moving on to the next one, guys.
Yes, let's go.
BeatStars.com. 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 BeatStars.com.
Everyone seemed to be really liking that one, so I let it play a little bit longer. But what do you guys think?
Vibey. Wow.
I love this.
Yeah.
I really liked how it started off very like smooth, and then all of a sudden it just like switched up on you, and I wasn't really like expecting that, and that's kind of what I want to hear in beats. Just get surprised.
100%.
Good one. Shout out to you, Suker. Is that how you say it? Sorry if I butchered it.
There's a Dutch word, suiker. I don't know if that's the correct word, but it's definitely
really?
suiker.
Shout out to you, the Suker, Sauker, however you pronounce it. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
I noticed we also had a Teflon Poppy in the chat from
I saw him.
that we heard. So he said he appreciates the love, guys. So
Great.
Shout out to you.
Great.
just a little appreciation in the chat.
Wonderful.
All right, moving on to My Way. Next beat coming up.
I saw it when I walked, boy.
I felt bad cutting that one off. Everybody was nodding their heads.
That was really great. I love how they used a flute. Is that what it's called, that instrument? Flute?
Mhm.
Yeah. I love how they used that and that piano as well. It was a lot of good things in that one, in that beat. I really like this one.
Yeah, definitely. I saw somebody say bounce, let's bounce, and that was my
Yeah.
first thought. I think I have two thoughts about it. Like in the mix, and already saw some comments. It felt like it could be a little bit like there were some EQing, maybe like to make it a little bit tighter. And for me, the only thing which might be a little bit is there were different melodies, so it changed with a lot of melodies. I think there were 3 or 4 different melodies, and I can assume that it felt like there were 3 or 4 parts like repeatedly after each other. So maybe a little less melody and a little bit more focused on emerging them, but definitely a lot of good potential in it. But I would say if you would like be open to look at the beat again, maybe pick out 1 or 2 main melodies, and because now it was like going back and forth with a lot of different type of there was a piano, a flute, there was this synth wave, there was for me a little bit too much, I think, for like getting it going. That was the only thing, but definitely in your face.
Awesome, awesome, amazing feedback. I noticed both of you commented on the flute. Is there any instruments that you think like specifically make a trap beat stand out to you, or like any trends that you think are kind of like on their way up?
I think anything that we haven't heard before or is not that common, like a flute, for example. Like I don't hear that a lot in beats.
No.
So those types of instruments that are not so common, like guitar or piano, I'm always looking for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think the latest really smash it with a flute was Mask Off by Future.
Yeah.
Who did the sample? And I think I think if you use it with a catchy hook, it only has to be like a flute or a violin, or it can be anything. I think even the latest, what was it, like the release by Vivio Foreign, and was it Polo G? I don't know. I think it dropped today. Has like this melody, if I'm correct. Have you heard it already, Amanda?
No, I haven't heard it. I know what you're talking about. Headshot or something, I think it's called.
Yeah, let me see who it was with. It was with I just listened to it like a while ago. Little TJ, Polo G, and Vivio Foreign. It was like this classical violin, and it I don't know, every time you hear it, it stands out immediately, and it's stuck in your head. So I think it's a combination of both. I think it's, of course, like a sound which really stands out, but also with like the typical, how do you say it, like which stuck in your head, how do you say, earworm. If it's an earworm and you hear it, and you like under the shower when you're driving, when it's stuck in your head, those are the ones. And it can be with anything, like with piano, guitars, whatever. Go crazy. But yeah, definitely. I to be honest, on what you're saying, like trends, I have a feeling the trend is that it's going anywhere. I think you have punk pop on one side, you have like the kind of drill with the Pop Smoke movement. There is this emotional Rodways thing going on. There's this Afro thing in Europe going on. It's everywhere. I think it's more in which lane you are that defines what beat you should make. Then I think because hip hop is so big at the moment, like it's dominating the charts, it's what people listen to, especially with Spotify. It's really hard to say that there's one specific. For me, I don't know, Amanda, for you, I think even in like if you look at Europe, every country has its own thing at the moment. I don't know why. It's maybe different than the US, but in Holland, for example, we came from this Afro, and now like drill is starting to do something, but it's not there yet or something. So
definitely, same here. I mean, there's so many trends going on, like drill, definitely. Afrobeat, we have a few people doing that as well. I think it's just a mixture of everything, and not really always trying to follow the trend, but like create your own trend.
Yeah. If you should point out one like I would say punk pop or something, like the rock leaning guitar influence beats are really like on a rise. I hear a lot of people requesting that would, if you can say, is there a trend? I think with what 24K Golden and Ian Dior are doing, Kid Leroy, I think that's something we already saw coming with like Juice WRLD, and it's getting more and more into this kind of pop. I think also Machine Gun Kelly moved into that direction. So
Yeah.
maybe that's something which is starting to get real waves or something. But to be honest, there's so hyper pop is also something. I don't know if that's something which is on your like radar for Scandinavia, Amanda. But there's this hyper pop, like this combination, like this PC music influenced. Like Lucifer does it a lot. Like this melodies going everywhere, and it's like a little bit EDM based or something.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. I don't know. It's yeah, be your own sound. I think.
Yeah, I saw that comment. That was brilliant. Be your own sound. Shout out to you, VNDTAA Productions.
Yeah, and also the comment, if you're following the trend today, you're at least 6-8 months behind. That's
true.
100% true.
Yeah, be your own sound, create your own trend. Yeah. That's some good advice.
We work with a drill producer called Jamaica, and he had like some releases with Pop Smoke and Vivio Foreign, but he was on it for like 8 to 6 years prior to like Pop Smoke even being Pop Smoke at he is right now. So now he's like the legend, and he is the one who was there. But when he was on that lane, everybody was like, "What are you doing? What's your why are you doing this?" And now when it pops, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, Jamaica is the one." But he was already on that lane for a couple of years. So I would also say, like, do what you like do what makes you happy as a producer. When you're like dancing in the room on your own beat, that's a sign that you're. I think one person told me, if the face goes ugly, you're really liking the beat.
Yeah.
Like if you the stinky face, and I think when you that like before other people have that, you should have that yourself. Also the next morning, because you can make a beat the evening, but still like it the next morning. If the ugly face still comes up, like, ooh, there's something happening, that's a sign. That's the sign.
That's a sign it's fire. That's awesome advice. Guys, that was the advice of the day. If it doesn't make you have a stank face, it's not there yet.
No, it's not. ugly face type beat. Yeah, we're always looking for that ugly face type beat. That's
that's a great.
I like that.
All right, y'all. That was amazing. That was gems after gems after gems. Let's listen to the next beat. Maybe we can get some more. Okay, guys. What'd you think?
Really funky soul. I love that.
Yeah.
But I would want more. Like, I feel like the build-up was a little bit too late. But other than that, I really like this. I could hear like a Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak, this whole new duo they have. I could definitely hear them on this.
Yeah, definitely. And by the first second, I was hooked. Echoing somewhere. I have the same thing. I felt like the bass line could have a little bit more melody in it, because it was like kind of how do you say it? Like static. Is that the word? How do you say it? Help me out, Sydney.
Repetitive.
Staccato.
Yeah.
I don't know how do you say it.
You could say
Staccato.
static. It was
Is that what
just
it's called?
it was a little stuck.
Like I think what you're saying, I completely echo what Amanda says. Like a little bit more, like the melodies in the bass line, just to get it more funk. But definitely potential. Great.
Someone commented, "No cap. This makes me want a two-step." So true. Love that one.
About to be two-stepping in these little screens right here. All right, guys, on to the next beat before we start two-stepping. All right. All right, guys. What are we thinking?
I've never heard about orchestral track before. That was a new thing for me. But I don't know how I feel about this one, honestly. I thought it was some good elements, but I wasn't entirely hooked on it, to be honest.
No, I also saw the comments about the intro. I kind of think it's funny. It's like it caught my attention, to be honest. So it did a good thing. When it started, I was like, okay, well, that's interesting. But I think it's because it's a one layer sound. It felt a little bit like it needed more to really, at the end, I kind of lost my interest, to be honest, on what was happening. So there's potential, but a little bit of layering, I would say.
Okay, so King Swizzer, potential. You got potential. Work on it. All right. The next one is
Doja Cat type beat. I would love to hit that one.
Which one?
Candy Shop number 11, Doja Cat type beat.
All right, we can go straight to that one because we have a little bit of time. If you guys see something that stands out, let me know. We could go straight to that one.
Yeah, let's do that one. And it really caught my attention, just the name.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's go to Candy Shop.
Free beats.
That was dope. I like that one. It was very bouncy.
You had a
Could
good
definitely hear
time.
Doja Cat on it.
Yeah, happy melodies as well. Like it made me smile.
Yeah.
I don't know what this means, but it's not really like any. I think this is a type of beat where you want to hear like lyrics on it, and like
Mm,
the melody is gonna do the rest. But definitely great.
yeah.
Great.
Awesome. Good vibes.
I'm interested in a Machine Gun Kelly type beat because it's just mentioning that punk pop. I'm interested if that's.
Okay, yeah, let's do.
Yeah.
Can we do that? I'm interested.
Yeah, let's do. What is it? Bad
Bad
memories.
memories versus beats. Let's go.
Awesome.
Versus. Versus.
What'd you think, Floris?
Well, it started out as something which really grabbed my attention, but I have to be honest. I think within the mixing, it went a big because maybe it was my headphone, but did you hear it like most of the beat and the guitar was like way in the back trying to get the attention of the. And I think that's immediately where I kind of lose my attention or something. So I think there was potential in it. I also, again, like a variety of the beat, like it was like this loop going on and on. So definitely potential, but like maybe a little bit more arrangement and mixing would be advised because the guitar was somewhere in the back and I think the vocal shout was louder than the guitar.
Definitely. I saw some people commenting on it as well.
Yeah.
So definitely agreeing with you on that one.
But I think it was the type of beats we were talking about in some like what's going on right now. So on the good track, but keep building.
Yeah.
Great tips. Great tips. We only have about a little bit less than 10 minutes before we start picking from the chat. So do you guys want me to scroll a bit?
Yeah. Can you scroll?
Yeah,
let's see what's there.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So I'm just gonna scroll, and you guys let me know if anything pops out.
Oh, I see. Grace
You see?
or Dua Lipa, Angel type beat. Ooh,
Oh
that's
yeah,
also
the Dua
interesting.
Lipa one.
Yeah.
Or do both. Yeah.
All right, which one do we start with? Dua Lipa is what you guys are?
Let's start with Dua Lipa. Yeah.
Yeah, let's start with that one.
All right, awesome.
It's mine on the beat. 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 It's mine on the beat.
thoughts? What are you guys thinking?
I think somebody said it like I like the vibe, but it's a little bit too long. I think it's taking a little bit forever to get like into the chorus. The vibe was great, but I felt like a little bit more getting into it. I don't know how you say it.
Yeah, it felt like a very long intro at some point. And also, as somebody had commented about the producer tag, that it's been used so much, like ease on it a little bit.
It's becoming part of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Guys.
It was a cool idea, definitely.
Yep.
You guys said Grace next, or was there another one that stuck out to you?
Yeah. What's the the drip toe.
Drip toe. Okay.
Just go with someone.
Asher, this shit's hitting different. Asher, this shit's hitting different.
All right. How do we feel about drip toe?
I thought it was a cool idea. It didn't really stand out to me that much. I would love a little bit more, I don't know, dynamic and build to it. But definitely a good idea. But work a little bit more on it, I would say.
Great,
Yeah.
great feedback. Floris?
Agreeing. I think this is getting back to what we earlier discussed, like being with a unique melody and a unique instrument. It caught my attention because I thought, what is it? Is that like a violin or something? I don't know what it was. Like I think a harp. I don't know if that's the English word, but like the
a harp.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it caught my attention, but I'm agreeing with what Amanda said. It's a little bit more variety.
Okay. All right. So do you guys want to pick maybe one more from this playlist and then we start picking from the chat?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Let me scroll back up. Let me know if anything sticks out.
I'm looking for something that we haven't heard or seen before.
Okay.
Or do you see anything that you're interested in?
No, this is for you.
This is for you. You got this one.
Oh, so much pressure. Well, let's do the one. It said like Bruno Mars, The Weeknd. Yeah, that one.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Last one from the playlist, guys. People in the chat, get ready.
BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com.
Amanda, what did you think?
Definitely, I like that one. I would say as the beat that we heard before, just work a little bit on building it up a little bit more, so it doesn't feel like it's the same thing. I would say that definitely, but it was a good one.
Okay, awesome. Floris?
Yeah, I like the top melody in the chorus, like that. I don't know what it was, like this synth that was going on. I felt it could have a little bit more, like, how do you say it? It was just a piano chord. That was the layer, so a bit more layering. I think what Amanda says, it was okay, but it didn't catch me really on and attention. I was a little bit, yeah, okay. It was okay.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I know these people in the chat are super excited because they're about to get a chance to get their beats heard. We got about 10 minutes. So we're going to try to get through as many as we can. I know people in the chat, this was a new revelation to you. So please drop the name of the beat and your @ if you just drop your @ I'm just going to play the first track that we see. So I suggest you drop the name of the track and your @ So why don't we just do, each of you just go back and forth and pick a person from the chat. If you guys could just read the name to me, and I'll look it up here on the BeatStars.
Yes. If there's any female producers, please drop your name.
There we go. Shout out female producers.
Female producers. Always looking for female producers.
All right. Which one of you wants to choose first?
Wait, everyone's just saying me.
Everyone goes a little crazy. Guys, drop the name of the beat and your @ If you don't drop the name of the beat or your @ we cannot look you up. I don't know who me is.
I got one from who was early. It was Paris by B3 Producer.
Yeah, it says I'm a female producer. That was the one I was writing as well.
Okay. All right. You guys said it was called Paris, and what's the name of the producer?
It was
B3, right? Yeah.
B3?
B3, yeah.
B3. Okay.
Number 3, yeah.
If it pops up.
Paris.
B3 producer. Okay, I think we found him.
I hope you're a female producer or didn't just say that. Just
we hope you're not lying. If we find that you're lying, it's done for you. It's over for you. No, I'm playing. But okay, let's listen to the beat, guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, yo, B. Hey, yo, B.
All right, thoughts, guys?
My first thought was, as somebody else commented it, speed it up a little bit, I would say. It was a little bit too slow for my liking.
Okay. Of course.
I like the atmosphere, but I think it can get a little bit more attention to maybe arrangement and a little bit more like diversity of melodies. But I like the top lead. It was like darkish or something. It was really like grabbing my attention. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Great. Do you guys have anybody that you've been seeing in the chat?
I saw another female producer, I believe, and Jerry Gaming.
Jerry Gaming. Let's see if I can find it. And Jerry. Okay. Can you spell it for me again? Just because I didn't find the thing.
Oh no, drop. Where is it? No, I lost it.
We lost him.
Wait.
Oh wait, was it
How many comments coming in?
this one? I just pulled it up on the screen.
Where is it?
No.
Yeah, and there it is. ANJERI.
Okay. Let me write. Take your time. And let's see. Right here. All right, guys. All right. How do we feel about N Jerry Productions?
I thought it was very vibey, but I would want more like oomph to it, as I've been saying this whole time.
Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like that's becoming a trend. Everybody need that oomph, guys. We need that something.
I don't know what it is, but I need it. What did you think, Floris?
Yeah, to be honest, I like the vibe, but I don't know if this is rude, but it felt like I was waiting in line of a telephone. It was like because it was so repetitive. So I would be on. I'm completely honest. It was like a repetitive. So I would definitely say change a lot of the arrangement. And I know it's a hard one, but I love the atmosphere, but it there was no beginning and no end. So I was like looping for me.
Yeah, yeah, and for sure. And don't feel bad
honest.
about being honest.
No,
with
to be completely honest, because
that's what you're here for. That's what you're here
Yeah.
for, to be honest, to give your
Sorry.
feedback. And guys, for anyone in the chat, you know, it's room for improvement. Like I said in the beginning of the show, this is a safe space. This is a space for growth. So whatever anybody, any of our guests on the show are telling you, it's for you to improve, guys. So
what I really love, and I think that's a great thing, is that if you can create a direct atmosphere, I think that's really unique, because a lot of the beats are cool but missing atmosphere. So if you can change a little bit more on dynamics and arrangement, it's gonna be definitely because the atmosphere was there, but it was like I felt like I was in a loop. So that's just completely honesty.
Okay, so it looks like we're running out of time. If you guys want, we can make room for maybe one more. If you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine. Floris, do you want to pick someone out? I think I've picked the last two.
Where she at dough from Rompier, ROMPEREAR. I don't know if I spelled it correctly, but
All right, where she at? They said dough, like with the D.
THO.
D.
THO.
Where's she at though? And you said it was from
wait, let me see. I share it in a chat. Rum ROM. Yeah,
Okay.
that should.
Rum.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
there it is. Rum
Perfect.
PR.
We found you.
Roll, Pierre. Roll, Pierre. Roll, Pierre.
All right, guys, what'd you think?
Want to go, Floris?
I love the arpeggiator. I think this is a good one.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I felt like it could be a little tekka or something. Yeah, definitely. No, it just kept going. Really nice one.
Yeah,
But
it was
sure.
definitely catchy with the, I don't know what that was, an instrument or something that was going on through the whole beat. I really like that one.
Awesome. So we're ending on a good one then. I was about to say we have to choose another one if you guys don't like this one because we got to end on a good note. But if you guys like this one, then we're set. So yeah, so do you guys, just before we head out, two things. First, do you have, I don't know, any words of wisdom to anyone, looking to maybe grow themselves as a producer? Just anything you can think of, maybe some good words of advice before you guys head out.
Wow.
It was a lot, sorry.
No, I'm like, I think of like really good advice. No, but I would just say keep doing your thing. Don't follow trends, as someone said, like make your own sound. Definitely, since there's like millions and millions of producers, you need to do something to be able to stand out. And I was also like to encourage more female, honestly. I feel like there's like what is like 2% of all the music producers are females. I would love to see more. If there's any females in the chat, hit me up. I'm always happy to work with more females. So yeah.
Awesome. Floris?
Yeah, I definitely think what Amanda is echoing. I think that's really, really important, and she is on it. She is on it. So you can definitely. I want to say, because I've been a lot of times on the other side where I was like in the audience or hoping whatever. I always want to say, don't take us, Amanda and Floris, too seriously, and not because we don't, but we are just an opinion. And so many stories, if you look at all the success videos on YouTube on how hits became hits, there was always this point where some A&R came in the room and said it's nothing. And so I don't want to say we're bad, but we're just one opinion. So don't be turned down if we didn't not like it perfectly, or it's because we're just there's only one artist who can pick your song from BeatStars and make it a hit. Look at the kid from the what was the country beat, which was from like the Dutch guy who blew up with what's the song? Old Town Road, the Old Town Road song.
Oh yeah.
I think everyone was like, what's happening? So I think that's the main thing, and I don't want to like put us down, but please be aware, like there only has to be someone liking what you're doing, and like one song can really make a difference. So don't be too like we're also just human giving opinions, and
Yeah.
of course everyone has an opinion, but like follow your own guts. I think that's the most important thing, because in the end, if you're just keep going, you will succeed. I believe that. I believe not like the most talented people are on top, but the ones who just kept going. And I don't say that people on top are not talented, but you know what, like a lot of people give up before they reach the goal, because they think, oh, I can make it. And a lot of people who just kept going, they eventually succeeded. So that's my main thing, because I think even for us, like pitching beats, I think we hear so many no's, and we can be like, okay, well, this is never going to work. Just keep going, just keep going. It can take years even for us to land beats, or to land a collaboration, or to break an artist. So
Yes.
it's keep going. I think that's for me. I think for even for us, that's every time like you start a day, and okay, keep going, keep the
Yeah, patience, honestly. And
patience, really.
I second everything you said. I think it's really important to have patience. And like, if this is really what you love and what you want to do for the rest of your life, don't give up. Just keep going. Like, good things will happen. You just have to, keep going, basically.
Yeah.
Mandy.
Major gems, guys. Keep going. Believe in yourself. Be yourself. Yeah. Words of wisdom. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing tips. So lastly, before you guys head out, how can people find you? Where can people reach you? Anything you're comfortable sharing? Amanda, why don't you go first?
Yeah, I mean, on Instagram, I think that would be the easiest. So just send me a DM. My name is Amanda Kiflay. It's the same name as you can see down here. And if you're a female producer, please hit me up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're sending beats, don't send like 100 beats in one link. Like, I don't like that. Just keep it like the absolute best ones that you would play in front of Drake. Set that type of things.
The ones you would play in front of Drake. That's amazing. If you would have played in front of Drake, don't send it to me.
Like, quality before quantity is what I would say.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And be respectful. Don't spam. Don't spam.
Yes, no spamming. And I'm not trying to say I'm Drake. Not that.
Floris, how can we find you?
Yeah. Also on Instagram, it's my first letter and then my last name, Hulleman. No clue if people can understand it. F Hulleman. It's my. Yeah.
I'll put it in the chat for them.
And also please link, like send like online links, SoundCloud or Dropbox, because if we have to download WeTransfers or zips, it's our system fails because they don't know how to handle. So please don't send text like as a zip, but just like SoundCloud links work the best for us. So you can share it, we can listen to it, so please online links to whatever.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, guys. So for everyone in the chat, both of their @names have been dropped in the chat. Make sure to take those down. Follow them. They already told you how they prefer to be contacted in a respectful, non-spammy way. So go ahead and send them your best beats. If you wouldn't play it in front of Drake, don't send it to them.
I regret that I said that.
And I want to thank everyone, because I love this community and I love the work you're putting into it, and that you like share it with us, because that's also a little bit of vulnerability, I think. So thank you as well for everybody who joined, who feedback, who shared beats. Love it. Keep going.
Yeah, shout out to everyone.
Yeah, shout out.
It's so much fun, and I love how interactive everyone is in the comments.
That's wonderful.
And also shout out to Will, who recommended me and Floris to do
Will
this.
Definitely,
he's the best. Yes.
Yeah, if y'all haven't seen him, he was on the first beat feedback. So go rewatch that one. You can find it on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, just about anywhere. Go watch that one. Show him love. Rewatch this one. Show them love. Thank you guys for coming on, and shout out to everyone in the chat that was super active. Before we head out, just one last quick reminder. After this show at about 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST, Cami, one of our BeatStars A&Rs, is going to be going live on Instagram with the winner of the Dream Life contest. So make sure to keep a lookout for that if you guys want to go and support your fellow producer. So make sure to go check that out. Make sure you're following all of BeatStars on socials. Make sure you follow them. Their stuff is in the chat. And thank you so much again, guys, for coming on. We really appreciate it. You guys dropped major gems. So thank you so much. I know the community really appreciates it.
Thank you. Thank you as well for inviting us.
Yes, so much fun. I love this community.
We love you back. We love you back.
Cool. Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.